help to stand this crippled man, submerged in his pride, march his feeble and failing feet across the deserts of his lust, and embrace him lovingly with the pain, his pain enveloped in your trust. These are words that I wrote as a child, as a young man, overwhelmed by love, by the feelings of love that I had so many years ago. And tonight, I just want to use this to open up because I was going through I used to write a lot as a younger man. And I was just going through some of the many things, so just some things like that. And I just came across these words. And when I read these words, as juvenile and as childish as they sound and they seem, it reminds me of a time that love propelled me to take a pen, take a piece of paper, and try to paint that paper with my words, with my feelings, with my emotions. Only one feeling, only one emotion is strong enough to push an individual to do something like this. And that's love. And that's passion. Passion that inflames the soul. Passion that makes you feel like you can fly when you're falling. That, my friends, is the power of love. You're still tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And if you can hear the sound of my voice this evening, I'd like to welcome you to a special program dedicated to love. Welcome to Heartbeat, a program that is specially designed for the young lovers and the old flames. This is your time. This is your program. This is your avenue for you to express and share and show your love. Here on Heartbeat, our business, we focus on one thing: how to generate and how to sustain and how to also spread and share the love we have for one another between spouses, between boyfriends and girlfriends, between husbands and wives, even between neighbors. On Heartbeat, we like to take a journey down love, to study it, to embrace it, to imbibe it, to practice it, and also to promote it within our relationships, within our families, within amongst ourselves, with our partners, and radiate it out to the world. Of course, my name still remains Bucci, and like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And tonight, I have the unique privilege once again to take you down on a ride, a wonderful, magical ride down Lover's Lane. So sit back, relax, fasten your seatbelt, and let's ride together. So even if you're a content heart this evening, snuggled up next to that very special person you call your heartbeat, or even if you're a lonely heart out there, looking for someone special to love, or maybe you're a troubled heart this evening with questions and looking for answers and solutions to those troubles that are burning inside your soul, I can tell you one thing. If you can hear the sound of my voice this evening, you've come to the right place. We're going to take a musical break, and as always, when we come back, we're going to dive straight into the topic of the day. And of course, have a chance to you out there for you to call in and share your thoughts. We're going to continue from where we stopped yesterday. We have a very interesting and nice, neat, concise topic prepared for you out there tonight. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, right after this. specially dedicated and specially programmed and tuned for you out there to share and spread your love. On Heartbeat, we like to take a journey down Lover's Lane to explore and celebrate love in all its beauties and complexities. And I'd like to welcome you again this fantastic evening to another journey down Lover's Lane. Of course, my name still remains Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And in the immortal words of Charlie Chaplin, I'm a tramp, a gentleman, a poet, a dreamer, a lonely fellow, always hopeful of romance and an adventure. Tonight, once again, we're going to take an adventure together. An adventure into love. So, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and embrace the importance and the beauty of that magical four-letter word, because it has the ability to raise in us, bring out the best in us, take us higher into that stratosphere, that pedestal that we couldn't even possibly imagine. It can make you feel like you're walking on clouds. It can make you feel like you can swim the entire ocean. But it also has the feeling of such heartache, especially when it doesn't seem to be going this right way, especially when we do not receive that love, that desire, that affection and attention that we feel we deserve. Love hurts, but also love is beautiful, because like life, love always finds a way. Tonight, I want to continue from where we stopped yesterday. Now, yesterday, we started up a topic. And like I said, this is a topic that was born out of a challenge. And I was getting comments and I was getting observations that I don't seem to tailor my topics and my talk about towards married people. But on the contrary, I've always referred or tried to prepare topics that are applicable to both singles and married. But tonight, like I said from yesterday, continuing from where we stopped, I tailored made this special topic, which of course we've broken into different sections and parts, towards married people, towards married couples, towards people in long-term committed relationships who've gone down the aisle, who've made their vows, who have lived with their partners, probably even had a few children. These are messages, or this message or this topic is tailor-made and designed for you. And like we said, I called it emotional needs in a relationship, emotional needs in a marriage. And yesterday we started off by naming one of the key most important needs, and that was sexual fulfillment. If you like, you can actually, if you missed out on the topic yesterday, you can actually you can go back and refer to it back on our social media page. Just type in Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Check us out on either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Twitch. Just type in Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, because all our programming on the station, we air it, we stream it live on our social media pages. So you can actually catch it. You can actually be live here now, right now, with me here in the station. Join me here in the studio. Be part of the program. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment, because without your feedback, there is no us. You can also download our app. Just go to the Google Store, type in Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, download the app, and you can catch all our programming anywhere you are on the surface of the world. That's what we do here. We don't just enjoy listenership here on Human Rights Radio. We also enjoy followership. Now, to the business at hand. Yesterday we talked about sexual fulfillment, and we itemized and highlighted it as one of the key emotional needs in a relationship as it returns to marriage. We talked about how important it is and how it affects a relationship. Now, I mentioned something yesterday. If you check any married couple, whatever kind of argument you have in your marriage, whatever it stems from two main sources, and that's either money or sex. If these two main functions, they may seem like they're trivial, but it is very, very important. Sexual satisfaction, because, and the reason why we mention this is because when you get into a marriage, when you make that commitment and that bond, you are now the primary source, in fact, in some cases, the sole source of sexual gratification to your partner. And that puts a lot of weight on your shoulders as an individual. And also, vice versa. Your partner is your one source or your one-stop source for sexual gratification. And so that puts a lot of pressure on you. And that is why it is very key to always step your game up in that department. Now, tonight, I want to talk about something that we mentioned in passing. We did talk about it briefly yesterday, but I want to get deeper into it. It's a short topic, don't worry, bear with me. I want to talk about the emotional need of affections. What do I mean by this? You see, like we said yesterday, affection is the expression of care in a relationship. It's not necessarily sexual in a way. If it's sexual, that's when we get the physical part, the sexual fulfillment. But affection is the non-sexual way, or the non-sexual physical way we use to show our expressing our love and appreciation for our partners, to our family members, to those people around us. We're talking about things like hugging, things like kissing, things like, just touching, holding hands. These are things that I'm trying to itemize. Now, like I said, affection is the expression of care. It symbolizes security, protection, comfort, and approval. And all these things are vital ingredients in any relationship. You see, when one spouse is affectionate to the other, there's a certain message that's being sent. And one of those messages is, you are important to me. I will care for you and protect you. Another key message that's also being sent when you show affections to your partner, to your spouse, is that I am concerned about the problems you face and will be there for you when you need me. That's reliability. That's stability. That's what affection does. You don't necessarily need your words, but just that affection. Now, showing that affection is silently communicating these things. Like I've said before on this program, when it comes to the spectrum of communication, 60% of all human communication is body language. What you're saying with your body, what you're not saying with your words. 30% of all human communication is facial expressions. What does that leave? 10% is just words. The sound that is coming out from our mouths. Words. We say a lot more. That's why you get the saying, actions speak louder than words. Our actions speak louder than any words that we may be able to come up. Even if you're a walking thesaurus, even if you're a walking dictionary, your actions, your words, your body language, your facial expressions, these are the things that convey the true you. And the reason why is because these things are controlled by your subconscious, not your conscious. What we say is controlled by our conscious. You actually think of the words that you want to relay before they come out of your mouth. They go through your brain, you process it, and then you go out. But then your body language and your facial expressions are subconscious cues. Speak to the subconscious. These are the things, the real expressions. You know when they say, well, the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. In that, it kind of makes sense in that context, in the sense that you may say something on paper, yes, it's going to do this, but then your actions, your body language, your facial expressions might suggest that you're not just in the mood, or you just can't be bothered to do this thing that you've already committed yourself to do with your own words. That's why your actions are key. And when it comes down to affections, showing that affectionate side of yourself to your spouse, it is a subconscious action that must be born out of genuinity. My father always says this: genuinity comes from selfless and thoughtless actions put into practice. If you have to be told to do something, then it's probably not been coming from you. But if you, on your own, genuinely choose to do this thing, whatever it is, for your partner or whoever, on a subconscious level, without being told, without being forced, that's where the genuinity comes from. Now, a simple hug can say what we talked about. A simple hug can, say, you're important to me, I care for you, and will protect you. A simple hug can say, I am concerned about the problems you face and will be there for you when you need me. A hug can say that. And the truth is, there are many other ways to show our affection. A greeting card, a little note that says I love you, a text, a phone call, a small gift, a trinket, something that is thoughtful, that has maybe meaning and value to your relationship, remembering birthdays, just doing those little things, helping out a partner when they're tired. It shows affection. You see, maybe even a back rub, a phone call, a conversation, a thoughtful, loving expression. All these things we're talking about, they can effectively communicate our affection. But then you find that in a marriage, most marriages you see, when you pass that honeymoon phase, when you've lived with this person for a couple of years, you just tend to, just get into the motion. It becomes like a pattern, a rhythm. You wake up, you get your food done, everybody goes to work, you come back. Even if you do have intimate relations, it becomes like a routine. It becomes repetitive. And we tend to forget that the person who we are engaged with, the person who is in that relationship with us, our husbands, our wives, we tend to forget that affection is a sign of gratitude. Affection can help cement and glue that relationship and keep it strong and keep it young and keep it healthy and keep it fun. We tend to forget that. We feel, well, we're married, it's our duty, everybody just move forward and doesn't matter. But affection goes a long way. You see, affection is, for many people, the essential cement of a relationship. You see, like I said, without it, the truth is, many feel totally alienated. They feel totally isolated. They feel alone. With affection, they become emotionally bonded together. It fosters that bond, that unity between you and your partner, your spouse. You see, if you feel terrific, if you feel happy when your spouse is affectionate to you, then it translates into your day. It translates into how you move in society. But if you feel terrible when there's not enough affection in your relationship, then you see that you have an emotional need, a void that needs to be filled. And just like a void, like a cavity in your tooth, if you don't fill that void, it gets deeper, wider, and breaks apart. So let me ask you a question. When was the last time you came home and just looked at your partner and just looked at your spouse, looked them in the eye and just told them you loved them? When was the last time you just came home and, You just randomly looked at your partner and just gave them a hug. I don't mean a Christian hug where you come up to the side and you just tap the person on the shoulder, type you give a friend. I mean a full hug. Just hold them close to you. Feel that warmth. When was the last time you comforted your partner in that way? You just held them close to you. Nothing sexual, nothing, just to hold them close for that intimacy. When was the last time you sat down and had an intimate conversation with your partner? You just communicated, you just talk. These things are key in a relationship for them to grow and for them to be sustained, for them to flourish. Take out that time. Spend it. When was the last time you even just held your partner's hand? You were walking and you decided to hold hands in public. When? When was the last time you actually gave your partner a kiss? A full, loving kiss. You see, we tend to allow life and society and all the rigmarole of everyday hustle get in and degrade the quality of our relationships, the quality of our bond. And the truth is, affection is that cement that makes that bond strong. It goes beyond, it transcends beyond material things, it transcends beyond money, it transcends beyond what you see. Because affections affect how you feel. And that alone stands more towards the growth of a relationship than what you're getting, what physical thing you're putting away in your pocket. Showing that person you care. Showing that person you're there. So my challenge to you this evening, look at your wife. Look at your husband. And just give them a hug. A nice, warm, deep hug. Take out the time, look them in the eye and tell them how much you appreciate them, how much you love them from the depth of your heart. A true, well-meaning, genuine compliment. Take your time. Make it intentional. Make it an intentional one. Your partner may not be expecting it, but give them an intentional one, an open, honest comment. Something nice. Or just doing something that you know your partner would like. Something out of the unexpected, out of the ordinary. You'll see that you build that confidence in your partner, in you. You build that trust and cement your bond. So don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Don't feel that, society has designated a man to be a certain way and society has designated a woman to be a certain way, or the one that I can't even stand the worst. You hear somebody tell you, I'm not a romantic person. Everybody has a bit of romance in them. Everybody has a bit of magic in them. It's you now that has to work to pull it out of yourself and express it to your partner. Because, like I said, it goes a long way towards building and cementing your relationship. So don't be afraid to show that vulnerable, affectionate side to your partner. Because as much as you need that love, affection and attention, so too does your partner. Of course, you're still tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and we're going to take a musical break at this point. But when we come back, we're going to open up the phone lines to you out there for you to call in and share your thoughts about the topic we've just discussed tonight. Or maybe there's someone you just want to reach out to tonight and let them know how much you love them and how much you care. Or maybe You have a question. There's something troubling you. There's some matter of the heart that's troubling you in your relationship, and you're seeking advice. You have a question or seeking that solution. I can promise you this. Once we get back from this break, the lines will be open to you, and you'll be one step closer towards finding that peace again in your relationship. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. questions do you have? What are they bothering you that you've been looking for or seeking some sort of solution or answer to in your relationship? Or who's that special person out there that you just want to reach out to and show them some love? Valentine's Day is a week from today. Next week is going to be the 14th of February. Worldwide celebrated as Valentine's Day, as a day to show and spread love, to show that affection to that very special person. But I believe Valentine's Day can be any day you want it in the year. But then, this is the month of love. So, who is that special person that you want to reach out to and connect to and let them know how special and how loving they are to you and how you feel about them? Or who's that person, that heartbeat of yours that's making your heart skip a beat? There seems to be some sort of trouble out there. It's trouble in paradise, and you're trying to find a way or solution around it. Feel free to call. The number still remains 081 8999 1011. I'll take it again. 081 8999 1011. Call in. Share your thoughts. Tonight we talked about emotional needs in a relationship. And one of the key things we talked about today is the power of affections. Let me take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
I'm Joel calling.
Joel, could you speak up a little, please? Could you speak up a little louder so that we can hear you and you can hear us?
I said I'm Joel calling from Cuba.
Joel from Cuba. How's Cuba this evening, my brother?
I thank you. And you?
Oh, fantastic. We're fantastic here. Talk to me, Joel. What can I do for you this evening?
I have a very big problem.
All right, Joel. Talk to me.
You know, there's this girl I'm in love with.
Mm-hmm.
We have problem.
Mm-hmm.
Presently, we have a problem.
All right.
But so then, stayed for this.
Hello, Joel. Could you speak up? Speak up a little louder, please. I can barely hear you.
Okay. I said,
Thank you.
we stayed together.
Uh-huh.
We start our relation
Mm.
2016.
Okay.
So we stayed, and even I discovered that she's still a virgin.
Mm.
We stayed till 2017, I think 2 years and some months by
Mhm.
virgin her.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a problem on ground now.
All right.
When I left her,
Mm.
right now as I'm talking to you, she's there at Cross River.
Mm-hmm.
So when I left her, I didn't even stay up 3 weeks.
Mm.
I discovered that she's now misbehaving there.
Okay.
So when I called her back, you know, I don't like hearing things behind you when you tell my girlfriend did this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I will not believe you unless I witness something.
Yes.
Sometimes maybe depends on how she interacts, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
if there are questions I will ask her, the way she talks, I will know what exactly is true. So
Okay.
I don't fully believe people until when I witness something.
Mm-hmm.
So when I called her, I said, what are you now?
Mm.
Because before I leave Cross River, I was training her in school.
Okay.
I was training her. She was in year 2 while I was in I finish, I ride up and I just travel out for hustling. So when I heard of what is going on there, so I called her. I said, where are you? She said she's in a school right now.
Mm.
I said, why? Because of the way she was behaving with me there. I got angry and I left her.
Yes.
I truly know that I didn't even tell her I was traveling because of the way I was angry with her.
Mm.
When I travel out, it's not even up to 3 weeks before I hear all this. When I call her, where are you? But I really know that she didn't continue the school. And I left the place. So I now asked her again. I said, just tell me the truth. Where are you now? She said she's in the school. She now asked me that. So I've made up my mind to call her. I said, yes. So she said she won't lie me. She's in her sister's place. From school now, she said she's in that place. So I said, how will I believe you? She now came back and said she's now in the house. She went to her sister, but now she's staying in the house. Same house I rent for her. So said she just take her back. So want to maybe after rubbing that thing out. She was last into us and call her back.
Okay.
But before then, she asked me what was the reason that made me angry, that made me to travel without informing her. I explained and I tell her, she apologized and I accepted her. I take her back. So after she said she wants to rob Chris, after that I will call her back. But since then, before I hear her voice, it was 2 days later. Because I stayed for up to 5 minutes, then call her back. I gave her more than 15 minutes because she did. So I was worried. I now call because my junior sister is around there.
Yes.
Call her. I say go and check if that girl is in the house there. Because she told me she's there in the house. So my junior sister went there. My junior sister checked. Junior sister told me that she even found cobwebs in front of her doorpost because the key, the way she locked it, is long. That they opened the key. I said, okay. Ask the neighbor there if she came around. She now asked me for. I said, okay, if any of her neighbor phone, she gave one of her neighbor, then I asked the girl, I said, is Kip around? She said, no, she's not around. That, but Kip promised to come here today, but they have not seen her. I said, okay. And then call back. I called her, if more than 15 minutes call. She didn't. So 2 days later, she now called. And I asked her, where were you when I was calling that? She was in the house. I said, but you said you were in your sister place. She said, yes, she came back and she was there. I said, okay, now, when you said I should call you back, you were busy. Why didn't you pick the call? She just said, she said that the phone, even when I was calling the phone was inside the bowl of water. So I was surprised. So even all those missed calls, she said when she realized the phone, she cleaned it and she fixed the battery back so the phone still on. That was why she called me. Okay, right now, where are you? Then she's still there in her house. I said, please don't lie to me. I've called and I have even sent my junior sister to that place. Junior sister says she was not there. Okay. Now tell me, where are you? She now said she's not in her house. She's in her father's compound. So because her father is from that same community, but she didn't grow up from there. So I was confused, and I don't know what to do. I just because of the way I was angry, I just tell her that please, I don't want anything to continue between us. But I didn't open up and say her. I just tell her indirectly. I just tell her that okay, this guy is the life she choose to live. Then continue living the life. But since then, I stayed for up to weeks. I was really disturbed because of that. So now we have stayed for up to 2 months because this thing happened December.
Yes.
It was today my friend called me and asked me how are we coping up with that girl. So I tell him that it's been long. It was 2 months now. I've not called her because of the way she's behaving.
Yes.
So then my friend was like talking to me. He said, you know, the way I see that girl, that is not the way you are thinking. Because I've been seeing the girl severally. Today I've seen her, and I said, please call her. Just call her and ask her what happened between us. So when my friend called her, he asked her again, what is the problem? My friend told me that you guys have broken up. She said yes, that me I told her that break the relationship. But because she still loves me, she's still trying to see how she can get herself close to my family. But for her, she has not broken up the relationship. For me, I told her that we should close the relationship.
Okay.
So because of that, I was really disturbed. And when I left her that December, I met Kittel here also. But I'm also ready to that. I've not lost any. I just met her. That one I just told her for the sake of having girlfriend, but I don't love her. Truly speaking, I don't love her. I don't know if she's listening now, but I don't love the girl. When my friend bring this issues this evening again, and I just tuned the radio. Luckily, I met this program again online, so I just did an advice. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm really, really confused right now.
Okay. All right, so Joel, I've listened to you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And I think in this situation now, the ball squarely is in your court in the sense that you ended the relationship in the first place. You saw that this person was not being honest with you. The person that you were paying school fees for and training was not going to the school that you're training and paying for. She wasn't staying in the house that you left for her. You said that she was a virgin when you left her, and now you're not entirely sure. Now, if you're going to engage in a relationship with her, this is somebody that you have not spoken to in 2 months. You have not called her, and she has not called you. And now the only way you're getting...
Sorry to say this, but even when my friend called me and tell me that she has been going to my house, I still call her. She still pick the call. She pick the call quite all right. She know that I'm the one speaking. And I asked her, I said, so up to you still lying? She said, how? I said, but you say you have been going to my family's compound, but you have not been going there. She said she has been going there now. Almost every week she has been going there. I said, okay, when did you go there? She said, it's up to a month. I said, you're still lying. Even up to now, you're still lying.
Joel.
That is because...
Joel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm...
Joel, you don't trust this person. It's obvious that you do not trust this person. It's obvious that this person... That's my point. Then you cannot have a relationship with somebody you do not trust. If you don't trust her, how do you expect to live with her? If right now, let's say in this situation right now, of course it's a long distance relationship, and of course you can say anything you want over the phone. But if you do not fundamentally trust this person, then I don't know how you can have a relationship with that person, because I've always said this thing on this program. Trust is like faith. You know, when you believe in God, you have blind faith in that person. Trust is the same way. You have to trust that this person has your best interests at heart. But honestly, you obviously do not trust this person because you feel that she does not have your best interests at heart. This person has proven to lie to you. She's lied to you on several occasions, according to you, and you've caught her in said lie. Now, do you really believe that if you now engage in a relationship with her now, even though she's saying she wants to get back with you, but she hasn't called you? Genuinity comes from selfless actions. If she genuinely wants to get with you, if she genuinely is sorry, if she genuinely is trying to fight for the relationship to work, then her actions would have spoken. Her actions would speak louder than her words. She says she's been going to your house. Clearly she has not. She hasn't called you on the phone. It's you that has been calling her, not her calling you. You're the one showing the feelings and you're the one showing the care, and this person is not reciprocating in kind. This person that you are paying the school fees for, you rented a house for, is not showing the same feelings back for you. So Joel, to me, to be honest, if you get back with her right now, you're just going to end up right back where you started, because it's obvious that this person does not feel the same way that you do about her. Because if it's somebody you really love and care about, 2 months, it's been a long time, especially when you ended said relationship. You ended it and now you want to get back with said person, and this person has not shown that contrition of saying, you know what, I do miss this person, I want to get back with them. She's just been there. And this is after you inquired through a friend. You sent a friend to ask, and that's what she told the friend. Not through you, not to pick up the phone, not to call you, not to talk to your friend or anything like that. To be honest, I don't think this person feels the same way you do about her. And if you decide that you want to get back into the relationship with her because you love her, the question is not whether you love her or not. The question is whether she feels the same way about you. That is where it all lies. And that's what you have to figure out before you make a decision to go forward with this person.
Okay.
Yes, Joe.
So what will I do now?
In the end, it's you to decide. But you have to go, if you're going to decide with all the facts. You want to go with your heart, go with your heart. You can decide you want to go back with her. But from what you're telling me, from the story you're saying this night, I'm telling you that this person does not feel the same way about you. It is obvious, it is clear her actions do not show of a person who is sorry or a person who wants to get back with you. If the person is still lying to you, if the person is still covering up and making excuses, if this is a person that you are paying the school fees for and the person was not even going to school, so what's the point? You have to ask yourself, Joel, is this what you really want in your relationship? Because in the end, you say you love this person, but does this person truly love you? Just because she told her friend, what do her actions say? She's not what you're the one that's been calling her. Has she, since the 2 months you broke up, how many times has she picked up the phone to call you genuinely?
She has not even once.
Then what? The writing's on the wall, Joel. She doesn't feel the same way about you, because just the same, any person who cares about someone, if you love someone and you care about them, you will make the effort to contact them, even if it's to send a WhatsApp message, a text, something. You would make that effort. But obviously she's not. She says she's been going to your family house. I don't think your people, your father or your mother or your sister would lie to you and tell you that this person hasn't been coming. If she truly has been coming, there would have been evidence to that fact. Obviously, there is no evidence to that fact, meaning she's not. She's still lying to you. Maybe she just feels that affection to you because you were the one taking care of her. You were the one supplying her. You were the one taking care of all the bills, and maybe that's what she's missing. But it is obvious that this person does not feel the same way about you. Since you broke up, not even a call. You're the one that's calling. You're the one that's inquiring. And then she tells your friend, well, yes, I want to get back with him. But she didn't call you for one day to say something, to try something, to do something, to talk to your sister that she knows. Nothing. This person doesn't feel the same way about you, Joel. I feel it's going to be a total waste of your energy and your time, and you're just going to hurt yourself more if you try and connect with this person.
Okay.
All right, Joel? All right, then. Thank you so much, Joel. Have a pleasant evening, okay? All right, then. Of course, this still remains Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And of course, this is Heartbeat. And my name is Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
There one issue I want to say, sir.
All right, my brother, turn down the volume of your radio set, please. Please, first turn down the volume of your radio set, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Chikode from Asosi.
Chikodi from Asosi. How is Asosi this evening, my brother?
Okay, very fine.
Fantastic, fantastic. Talk to me. What can I do for you this evening?
Okay, I need their assistance.
All right, talk to me.
Yes. My brother has a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
From soldier man, he work in town.
Okay.
As he coming back to Asosi, he pick passenger from town coming to Abacha Barak. He pick one soldier man. The soldier man entered the motor.
Wait,
He no even wear uniform.
okay.
Along the line,
Okay.
the soldier man refused to pay him the transport fare because he's not a taxi man.
Wait, Chikodi, before you go any further, this program is called Heartbeat, and it's a program that deals with love. It deals with matters of the heart. Now, I think from the story you're telling me now, it seems like this is a problem that that is best suited or is more suited for my Oga, the ordinary president. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. What you're going to do for me then, Chikodi, tomorrow you're going to call this same number tomorrow by you're going to call this number tomorrow by 7:30 in the morning. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You call this number tomorrow 7:30 in the morning and you'll be on with my Oga, the ordinary president. Okay? He's the person that's best suited to answer this question. You either call tomorrow morning by 7:30 in the morning for the Bracket Family program, or you can call this same number by 4 p.m. in the afternoon too. That is you'll be on telephone vano with the ordinary president, and he'll be the one to help you deal with this problem. Is that okay, my brother?
Let me discuss my own issue.
All right. What? Okay. Is it a relationship issue?
Yeah.
All right, okay, go ahead.
There's one girl who I have on love with her.
Mm-hmm.
This girl now, I know the girl December time. Yeah, I have tried my personal best to relate very well, spending money along the line. The girl just driven me along the line. Living faith, have a fasting and prayer. Now I use my own heart. I promise her that I will marry her. Now the girl just driven me like this. Sometimes she says, send card to me. I send card. But I didn't know anything interest on her.
Yes.
I just want to let you know whether you can advise me to anything.
Okay. My brother, this girl you're talking about, I don't think this person loves you at all. I think this person is just using you for what she's gaining from you. Probably the money, probably the recharge card, probably what you're giving her. She does not genuinely love you, especially if she's dribbling you like this and you've let her know how you feel. But she's just, when you call, like you said, you call her and she just asks you, all she's asking for is recharge card and money and things like that. I don't think this person truly feels the same way that you do for her. And I think it's something you need to go and reevaluate. This person, you might just be a dependent, or maybe she sees you as the economic source or to her resource to her problems. I think the best thing for you, if it's somebody who genuinely cares about you, money will not be a factor. It doesn't matter. It's not about what you have. It's not about the clothes that make the man. It's the man that makes the clothes. I think the best thing right now is to pull yourself out of this relationship before you invest too much and then in the end you don't get what you're looking for, because it seems like you're putting a lot more of yourself into this relationship and this person is not reciprocating in kind, my brother. The best thing for you is to just, maybe you just close the account with this person and just move on with your life, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, my brother. Remember to call tomorrow morning, okay? You'll get in touch with the ordinary president, okay? 7:30 in the morning.
I should call ordinary president?
Yes, the ordinary president. He'll be the best person to help out with your brother's case. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, we talked about emotional needs in a relationship, in relations to marriage. The emotional needs in a marriage. And the thing we talked about this evening was the importance of affection. Affection is one of the key things that we need to share and always spread in our relationships, especially when it comes down to marriage. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
Thank you. My name is Phil.
Your name is what?
Favor.
Favor. Favor from Jabi?
Yes.
Hi, Favor. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Fantastic. How was your day? How did work go?
Fine.
Okay, talk to... I'm okay. It's just a little stressed, a lot of work, but, we're loving the job. It's a fantastic day. So, talk to me, Favor. What can I do for you today?
I want to ask.
Okay.
Example, you're loving somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and the person is somehow not showing you.
The person is somehow what?
Not showing you the same love.
Wait, could you repeat that? Could you repeat that again, please?
Like, liking somebody.
Okay.
And the person is somehow not showing you.
Okay, let me understand this. You like somebody, and that person doesn't seem to be showing the same or responding the same way to you. Is that what you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Have you expressed this to this person? Have you let this person know how you feel about them?
Well, like they say, actions speak louder than words.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's true. But if you like this person, sometimes you might have to just take a leap of faith and let that person know you like them. Let them know how you feel. Because sometimes maybe that person is probably oblivious to what the feelings you have. And you get this a lot. Okay, you hear this with a lot of guys. I like the girl, but I don't know how to talk to her. I don't know how to let her know. And maybe the girl doesn't even actually know that this person feels the same way. Sometimes you just have to take a leap and let that person know. Wear your heart on your sleeve and say, you know what? I like you and this is how I feel. It's sort of like asking somebody out. You put yourself out there, you let them know how you feel. Maybe, that can even wake up in that person's consciousness like, oh, this person is here. And maybe even the person is even shy and may not even have the courage to actually come out to say how they feel at the same time. But if you like somebody, don't be afraid to let them know or show them how you feel. Because, like they say, like you said, actions do speak louder than words.
Yeah.
But you also, if you like someone, your actions too, you also have to let them know. Let them know. Don't be afraid. Just tell them, look, I like you. This is how I feel. How do you feel about me? It's a simple question and answer thing. If the person feels the same way about you, they will let you know. If they don't feel the same way about you, it's not the end of the world. At least you know where you stand with that person. All right. Okay, then. Hello? Oh, looks like she's calling. Yes, this is Heartbeat. And of course, my name still remains Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And I think I just have time enough for one last call this evening. So who's going to be my lucky last caller tonight? Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Hello, hello, hello. This must be Vera.
Happy February.
Happy New Year, Vera. This one you just disappeared on me. What happened?
That's it.
Are you sure? It's like you found your Valentine and so you decided to abandon us here.
No, it's because of time.
I understand. How are you doing, Vera?
I'm fine.
How was work?
Fine.
Fantastic. Talk to me, Vera.
Sorry for not calling you before I
No,
come back a little bit late.
I understand, Vera. Work is work, and it's one of those things. But I'm glad to hear from you.
You're that guy.
Okay, thank you.
Most of the ladies, they are just like that.
Mm.
That's why in my village, they said that dogs say that even the half tail doesn't know how to sit down. And because, like, can you take care of a woman, do things that's supposed to do as a normal woman being, and they are immediately behaving. I'm not looking at it, I don't know what is it they are looking for. If you don't like somebody, why don't you go ahead and say, please, I don't like you.
It's as simple as that, yes.
Avoid you wasting the person's time, money and everything. Even God doesn't need to forgive somebody in that kind of aspect because you know this thing is not good and you're doing it.
Yes.
You understand? I've watched one film like that where one Babala would tell one woman that people that don't do bad, we don't do them bad. You understand? So in this kind of issue now, it's not something of wasting somebody's time. Sometimes I look at it as ladies, I don't know, let's go move their mind. You understand? Well, I like the way you treat matters. Take care of yourself.
Vera, thank you so much.
I say to all the listeners for me, all right?
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Vera, and have a pleasant evening, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, then. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that will be my last call for the evening. And also, this brings us to the end of tonight's program. I want to thank everybody who called in to share their thoughts, to share their heart's desires, and to ask their questions. And I hope that we here on Heartbeat have been able to prefer you the solutions that you've been looking for, and at least provide you with some answers to your questions. I want to thank everybody out there who called in. I want to thank everybody out there who's listening. And I also want to thank my production team. I want to thank Baba K in the IT department and Mr. Chike in the visual department for streaming us live and making me look this good. You can actually follow us on our social media pages. Just check on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Periscope. Just type in Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment out there, because without you, there is no us. I also want to urge you to go out there to the Google Play Store and download the Human Rights Radio app and be able to listen to us anywhere you are in the world. I want to thank everybody out there tonight, and I want to invite you to come back again tomorrow, the same time, same station, and let's take a journey down Lover's Lane together. But before we do, I want you all to always remember there is only one very important thing in this life, and that is to love and be loved. So let's keep on spreading the love, and let's do this again tomorrow. This is me, Bucci, saying good night.